Welcome back everyone, thanks for tuning in for my next video review, and today we're looking at the Sideshow Collectibles Darth Maul 6-scale figure from the Lords of the Sith collection. Now this is, I believe, one of two Darth Maul figures that Sideshow has released, the one being what you see on camera, which is the original one, and then the current one that is on pre-order. Now, I know Sideshow has been coming out with a lot of re-releases. I know Hot Toys recently did the Snow Trooper, an updated version. They have the Sand Trooper. Luke, of course, has had some, and Obi-Wan. But it's one of those things where you kind of pick and choose depending on either your wants or needs or just your collection or what you can afford. And I'd rather have the opportunity to pick up something at an affordable price, such as this Darth Maul, with, not that much of a quality difference and a appearance difference from the current or the older figures. Looking at the photos released by Sideshow, of course they're going to have a higher quality figure because this figure, taking a look at the box, says it's from 2006, so it's been about 10 years since this figure has been released, but I think I picked this up for 50 bucks on eBay. Just watched a few auctions and finally got a great deal. And the new figure is going to be upwards of 200 or so, and I don't know what additional accessories they can include, because this one, as we'll look in a little bit, comes with the full saber. As you see, it comes with the half saber, the damaged saber, the binoculars, an extra hand. So there isn't much more that Darth Maul really has, unless of course you buy the speeder bike, which I don't believe Sideshow ever produced or has plans to produce either. But for my case, I'm very happy with this piece, and let's take a closer look at the figure and the box first, as we usually do. Let me move that over. So as you can see, sorry for the glare, we do have the darkened Darth Maul image here, and we actually have a hologram image of how we saw him in episode 1 when Darth Sidious first introduced him. We have, his name and 6-scale figure, Sith Lord at the bottom here. Taking a look down here, we have the Star Wars logo and the Sideshow inclusive sticker. I guess this was the old Sideshow exclusive logo that, certain accessories were only exclusive to a limited number. It's peeling a little bit, but that's alright. I'm not too sure what the non-exclusive figure has. I'm assuming it comes with the smaller box. Let me open that up. And you can see here it has the full bios and the accessory packs, and like I said, we have the unignited lightsaber hilt, we have the single lightsaber hilt, we have the damaged ignited and the damaged unignited lightsaber hilt, and we have the binoculars up here and 2 extra hands. And we have quite some bios here. One is just about the Sith Lords here, and then one about Darth Maul with the accessories at the bottom here. And then just taking a look at the back, we have some images of Darth Maul in the movie. There's his death scene, and there's some other figures, him fighting Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, and yeah, it's a pretty cool box. We have plenty of references to the figure. Moving that aside, bringing this guy back in. Now, he also did come with a cloak, which it is kind of bulky, so I'm assuming the new figure will be a lot thinner and, a lot easier to manage. It's a really nice cloak though. I won't be putting it on because I'm sure many of you have seen this figure, and of course this is just to add to my archives, but it is nice and stretchy and, pretty thin, so you can see right through it. And, these goofy hoods that they used to have, hopefully they can make a smaller, more suitable hood for that. But yeah, it's a really cool cloak. And then just coming in on the head sculpt right here. Darth Maul has never really had a issue when it comes to collections in regards to the head sculpt. They've always been pretty well sculpted, and the paint designs, he hasn't had a change in his appearance, so the tattoos have always been similar. And I'm very happy with this, head sculpt. The horns look great, the paint application is great. Let me get that a little bit closer. Focus that in. And you see his yellow eyes, the almost burgundy red or the flaming red skin, and the black tattoos. And everything just looks great. You get a picture of the back with the horns still. The horns aren't, they're a little bit sharp depending which ones you do press down on. And zooming back out to take a look at everything. The costume is pretty simple, just his simple Sith attire here with the large belt as we saw. This hand has his gauntlet, which we also saw controlling the drones. That was also another accessory pack, the I believe three drones or the droids that did come with it. I did not pick up that because I just don't have too much room to make a full or an extended diorama of him, so that's not a big deal for me. And let me take out the lightsaber here. And then as you can tell also the older Sideshow lightsabers have that weird, I don't want to say faded, almost candy-like color to them. This is more like a watermelon red than, something high quality like what we've been seeing with the latest Hot Toys. But depending on the lighting and maybe the camera shows it a little bit more pink, it doesn't look too bad. So you see all the little trinkets and buttons and whatnot. Now I didn't notice any hooks to attach it to the belt. I'm assuming right here, if you have the unignited lightsaber, you can attach it here with this little knob, but of course when it's ignited you can't. But yeah, it's a really cool piece. They've always done a great job with their lightsabers, so pretty happy with that as well. Now let's just take a look at the articulation on here. So the head, left and right, pretty loose, but has some good rotation up and down, not too bad. The arms, full rotation, go out and back in. We also have an elbow twist and bend as well as the wrist. The upper torso, left and right, and slight scrunch. The belt kind of hinders it a little bit. The upper thighs go up, forward and back, up and down, and a twist. And we also have the knee bend. I believe it is a single joint. And then the ankles do twist as well, and that's about it. So there we have our look at the Darth Maul figure. If you do pick up the new figure in a few months now, feel free to leave some comments and let your comparisons known. If you do have the older figure or just based on the video here. If not, I still highly recommend this figure. It's a great addition to any Star Wars collection, especially, the prequels, even though they do get bashed on a little bit more than usual or than they need to be. The favorite characters such as Darth Maul are a great addition to any collection. Thank you again for watching and stay tuned for my next video review.